Welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. I am one half of your host and normally your virtual bartender, but I am residing here from Linda T's Not So Airbnb here in lovely Seaside Park, New Jersey. But joining me, as always, my tag team partner in life, my wife, Miss Nicole. Nicole, what are you having?
Oh, you guys know me, some Tito's, some orange, some cranberry juice. Mr. Nick, tell the people what you're drinking and our three things for the show.
I'm drinking my J. Lore 7 Oaks Cabernet, as per usual, as you like to say. Well, Nikki, Brock Lesnar has returned from retirement. Jacob Fatu challenges Roman Reigns to tribal combat, and Ethan Paige tries to dethrone Penta for the Intercontinental title. We're reacting to the week in WWE and previewing Saturday night's main event on Friday, May 22nd, 2026. This is the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Gasoline and groceries, the list goes on and on. This 9 to 5 ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell him bring another round when he's let it roll. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. All right. Someone pour me up another shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
And welcome back in, everybody. If you're new here, smash the old like and subscribe. You're regular, you know we love having you. Nikki, I am here from lovely
You're there.
Linda T's Not So Airbnb in Seaside Park, New Jersey. Big thanks to her. And Brianna and Brooklyn, shout out to them for helping out on the show tonight. Associate producer is now in their title as we get there. But soon enough, they will be part of the show soon enough. But Nikki, a lot to get to this week in wrestling as we are getting to Saturday night's main event, Raw and SmackDown. This week, we are covering, specifically tonight's show is just WWE only. AEW tomorrow's live stream at noon. AEW Double or Nothing, we are previewing at 12 o'clock Eastern time. So make sure you check that out and you call in tomorrow if you want to talk some AEW. Also, it's kicking off a big weekend of wrestling for us as the Nick Club Tour continues in summer. We will be live tomorrow, 4 p.m., a few short hours later, at TCW's 100th show, Rise of the Titans. Bear Bronson, TNA Tag Team Champion, will be there. Doing trivia, Price is Right, all that fun stuff. And then we're making our debut at Super Strong Pro Wrestling this Sunday, May 24th, down in Egg Harbor, New Jersey. The pre-show starts at 2 p.m. Nikki, that's not apparently the only debut because it's originally supposed to be for July 11th, but it might be sped up a little bit more because I'm making my pro wrestling commentary debut as Tank Teodoro. So
yeah,
get ready, Nikki.
Crazy. I'm so proud of you. You're gonna, be on comms. You're gonna be like Corey. You're gonna be like Corey Graves.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
I know. I am pumped. I am super excited. Hey, as people are chiming in, Anderson, how are you?
Love.
Great to hear from you.
Good to see you.
I know. A lot to get to, Nikki. But let's get to first my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody's favorite segment, Nikki's non-kayfabe news.
One day, it's very few and far between when Nikki's news actually has good news on it. Today, I sadly have to report that Ludwig Kaiser, Marcel Bartel.
Ludwig.
Was it-
Are you
What?
Paul? Are you Ludwig? I heard Ludwig. I don't know if the internet.
No,
cut it out of me.
Ludwig.
I know it sounded like
Legner?
Ludwig. Yeah, like Legner. Are you?
I don't want to be
are
a
you-
Legner. No, Ludwig. Marcel got arrested for battery in Florida. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh no, I don't want it to be another wrestler that I can't enjoy when I really enjoy him. And everything he's doing in AAA is so goddamn good. And I'm so excited for the him versus original match. But then it came in, the more it kind of unfolded, and it threw me off at first, because the first report I saw was like, oh, they were in a lift. And here in the United States, a lift is like your Uber or like your taxi. And then they're like, oh, he was in a lift. And I'm like, oh, they mean elevator.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, they're like, oh, in a lift. They're like, they were sharing a lift. I was like, why? Like, well, I'm glad they're in a lift so they're not driving. But there was like,
You thought it was
and I was
Darby
like,
Allin 2.0 with a lift driver?
yeah, and I was like, what? And then I was like, I think he can afford like not to have to share a lift. I know that's a function that like people can share and do that. So apparently, allegedly, the story is him, and it's also kind of, I'm assuming it's his girlfriend. Apparently, they said it wasn't his girlfriend, but how it unfolds. So him and this woman, a woman, are in an elevator, a lift for our friends. Apparently hardcore making out, which girl, get it. And then apparently this other man in the elevator, I guess, was uncomfortable by it. You know, get it. So then apparently the guy was like getting off the elevator lift and was like basically like told them to get some manners. And then apparently allegedly said to them that basically like, because again his alleged girlfriend's Spanish, Mexican, that said he would call ICE on them. Yeah, and that's escalated. If that, again, allegedly, if that's the story, that escalates real quickly. Because again, I don't know. People do PDA. That's sort of a thing. And if you're uncomfortable, then you look at your phone, you look away, like maybe clear your throat a little bit. Like for them to be like, get some manners. I'm like, all right, guy, whatever.
He should. He probably said. He probably said this.
Go fuck yourself.
So then apparently, whatever was said, then Ludwig, Marcel Bartel, beat up the guy. And then I hate bringing my phone on this, but I took a screenshot of JBL was on Something to Wrestle With, and he said, I'm on Kaiser's side on this. The guy had no business saying anything to him. I get it, but to escalate this, Kaiser is not the guy who ends up punching somebody. And that's what kind of everyone's saying, that like someone is like, you're making out in an elevator and someone's like, well, stop or get some manners or do whatever. Then you're just like, I can tell him the fuck off or do whatever, or ignore him or just like make out harder. Like something had to be said more to escalate the situation. Because basically it's like, again, you would tell the guy to fuck off or whatever. And like everyone's saying that this would not be his reaction. So I think, again, allegedly, something was said to make him beat everybody up. Yeah. A warrant was out for his arrest. He did turn himself in. Again, you got this mugshot that he just looks fucking sad, and I just want to hug him.
If only the big boss man were alive today to track him down.
Cab Connick, Jordan. But apparently his bail was only $1,000, and that feels like nothing. And then apparently, since his lawyer is, I guess put the petition in for allowing him to still travel. Because again, this is like the first offense. Like he doesn't have a record at all. So they're hoping they had to cancel something yesterday for AAA. They were doing some special. It wasn't like some special thing. So hopefully, again, the Americano match and I guess next weekend, I'm hoping is still on. Again, I'm not condoning violence whatsoever, but like, again, it's how I felt about CM Punk AJ. It's like, you're going to be disrespectful to my girl. Like, I'll beat the shit out of you.
I'll defend you. Defend your honor. Yeah. And again, like from all accounts, like his personality, they claim he's not.
He's just
like CM Punk. I would see it all day because CM Punk's kind of but like Kaiser's not the type of guy who does that type of stuff. Right. At least from what everyone said.
Right. and just I agree with you. Like I don't condone. Again, it's not great, but again, like if that's the heat of the moment that you're gonna be disrespectful, again, you know, I will protect Nick to the end of the world. Like I will fight. So again, not condoning, but at least again, like he turned himself in. He's doing everything proper.
Yeah.
I trust her. That I'm hoping this can just. I don't want to be swept under the rug, but I'm hoping this doesn't affect.
Yeah.
Again, all the wrestlers. There's so many other gross things happening, or other things that wrestlers did. Like to me, this is like again not condoning, but like there's worse things out there. But
agreed.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. But Rusin, thank you, Kevin Nash. Old school. But yeah. But Nikki, nice, not really a nice one, but hopefully it turns out for the best.
Again, every other, it's like 5 episodes of bad, and I get one episode of good. So fortunately, today's not a good one, but maybe next week, who knows? But you can hit my music.
All right, Nikki, let's get into it. Monday Night Raw, our Raw reactions as we get to it, because this show kicked off pretty fast and furious with Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns coming face to face, but in a very interesting way. So let's take a look back at how we got to Tribal Combat.
Every action in this world will bear a consequence. If you wait around forever, you will surely drown. I see what's going down. I see the way you go and say you're right again. Say you're right again. Hate my action. Do you feel like you're mad when you push her around? Do you feel better now? It's shameful to the ground. Well, I'll tell you, my friend, one day this world's got to end as your lies crumble down. New life she is built. Face down in the dirt, she said, this doesn't hurt. She said, I find my heart in the hole. Face down in the dirt, she
Roman.
said, this doesn't hurt.
Tribal Combat!
Nikki, he's finally had enough. Face down,
Mama.
little red jumpsuit after. You need to stop taking this so literally and just replace the she with a he, and you're fine. You take it so literally that it drives me crazy how literally you take these songs.
You can't handle a face.
Suspend some disbelief every once in a while. Jeez,
Girl,
God.
you don't come at me.
Unbelievable.
It was terrible.
So Jacob Fatu gets laid out by the Bloodline and ultimately challenges Roman to Tribal Combat. But Nikki, what are your thoughts?
I guess going in, I feel like, again, luckily they are making Jacob look super strong, because again, he had the death grip in, and like Jay super kicks him a bunch of times and he won't let it go. So I feel like, again, they made him look strong, but it was also sort of time for him to, like, I'm glad this wasn't the 4th Raw in a row with Jacob standing tall. I'm glad it was different. But, like, Adam Pearce is ready to fire him. Roman Reigns is like, not yet. And then they beat him up and he goes up the ramp, and it's like, all right, you can fire him now. And then, like, Jacob comes to, and he's like, well, Tribal Combat. And they're like, well, I guess we can't fire him now. He invoked, like, this is like some, like,
Yeah, it's sacred. Again,
that's the point, that it's this thing. He's like, nope, we can't fire him now. He invoked this thing. You have to say yes. We have to do this.
Yeah.
It's like,
Acknowledge me.
It's Tribal Combat, Nikki. It supersedes everything. But also Roman, like Jacob, like, look at some of these images. Like, Jacob's taking super kick, like multiple super kicks to break the tongue and death grip. He's being, speared, getting 12,000 Superman punches. He literally is made out to be a monster. And then this image is just great.
Yeah, it feels like in Mario Brothers when you eat like the little star thing and it's like and you get to like run and like nothing like hurts you. I feel like that's like what happened. He's like all the stuff that happened. He's still like it took them forever to take him down. Like how does he not win tribal? Like there's gonna be so many shenanigans in this match.
Yeah,
because they're making him really indestructible.
Oh yeah, like I'm just shocked. Yeah, like how strong, and it's so soon because like SummerSlam, we talked about this last week. Like SummerSlam's still so far away that how do you get there? And Tribal Combat could be the closure of this whole feud. So like you could use that as the closure of like at SummerSlam. So to use it right now at Saturday Night's Main Event, like is crazy. Like how are we going to get?
They're in Italy. It's Italy, not Main Event.
Oh, sorry, not sorry, Italy. Yes. In Clash in Italy, like how are we going to get, which is still like another way, but like how are we going to get that 6 weeks more out of it to SummerSlam?
Right. No, just I agreed. It's just like they were about to fire him and it's like Tribal Combat and they're like, all right, well we all got to do it. Get your Ulafalas, let's go.
Everybody grab your Ulafala.
Grab your Ulafala
and head to the ring.
Head
to the ring. Anyone within arm's length of an Ulafala will grab one. You need to Ulafala the group to the ring.
Oh no, all the dad jokes. But yeah, no, it feels it's like no matter what, it's just like he can't get out of it. It feels like I get it. He is a Samoan werewolf, but it's like a wolf thing or a lion thing. Like when it's like your alpha male and an alpha male challenges, you have no choice but to fight to the death.
Yeah. No, exactly. But so before we kind of move on this topic, I want to throw this out there. Should Jacob be solo as the Samoan werewolf, like the monster? They created him as a monster, but like should he, because he wins Tribal Combat, he's the leader of the Bloodline. So should he be solo, like on his own, or should he lead a group?
I know you've been pushing for it. But that's the thing that also, again, me dropping wolf knowledge on y'all. Like, there are a pack group. Like, if you're him and this werewolf, like, maybe, like, should he be the leader, like the alpha leader of a group, the thing? And again, they keep saying Civil War. Could that get you to SummerSlam, having, this Civil War? Again, I feel like Michael Cole's not yelling Civil War. And we're just going to have one-on-one matches. Like there has to be something. Awful Waffle.
Awful Waffle was a good
Awful Waffle. Again, for my 90s kids. But
yeah,
I want to be mad. Like again, him being this lone wolf, but like that's not he's not pairing.
But who else gets it? Like because again, like it seems like Solo and Talatanga are together, and Tama's kind of like flirting with
Tama.
With
Shinsuke.
Yeah. So like there's so many, like do they bring one of the outsiders we talked about with like Zilla, Lance, there's like a million others that are still around, like Journey Fatu I think is on like one of those guys, because we haven't seen him, for Jacob to have his own group of like Samoan savages type deal.
Right. Which I wouldn't be bad at, but like then also it's the thing that's like, are they finally gonna turn Jay heel? And like LA Knight yelling at them backstage, like don't do this bloodline shit. I don't know. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they go either way. If they put him with their group, I'm like, all right, that's what WWE does. Everyone's in a group. If they don't, and they keep him kind of this lone,
I feel like that's more of an AEW thing than a WWE thing to put him in a group. WWE likes single stars. Like it really is more about a singles company than a group.
But have they been more faction focused lately? Again, with the Bloodline, you have the Judgment Day that's been around for forever. Again, R.I.P. the Wyatt Six, whatever you want to call solo stuff, like the Vision.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, the chat threw it up in the poll here. Chat's got, should Jacob be solo or lead? 75% said solo. Interesting.
Well, so I'm not mad at it. Either way, honestly, I just like him, and I would really, really love him to have the belt, even as for a short time as his first reign. Roman does really nothing for me. I'm more excited about Jacob. I think it's more interesting, but we shall see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
We have to get to Italy.
It's been stale for a while, but Nikki, a lot happened on Raw. Let's move to the mid card. Anything, ladies' choice in the mid card rest of Raw you want to talk about? Your boy Seth, Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. I'm done. All the Judgment Day just bothers me at this point. And I used to love them. It's just like I don't need, as much as I love Finn, as much as I do like JD. I don't need to see this match again.
I think it's done.
The basement drop kick with him in the thing, and the coup de grace with him in the can. I did like the spot when like JD's holding Finn down and Dom's supposed to come in for the 619 and like Finn switches it real quick. I was like, that was cool, but I'm ready for Finn to do something different. I'm ready for Dom to like I just feel like they cooled down on Dom so hard, and I want Dom to kind of come. I just need everyone to do different things, and I feel like we've been seeing for a while now, like post Mania, like Mania is supposed to be the end of all your things, and then we have Backlash should be the end of all your things, and it's just like these storylines have just been going on for too long, and I get long term storytelling and booking, but I'm like, I'm ready for something so different, and that's why
I think they just wanted it to go to Backlash and then be done with it, but since they have like three PLEs, and theoretically, if whatever you count Saturday's main event as, and I think they were just trying to book it out. Like if there was only one PLE in May, we would be talking about a completely different arc for everybody. Like we'd be done with these storylines and everything would be great. Like, but I do think the Judgment Day, I thought if they won on Raw, I was like, oh, the tag titles, that it would have been differently. But I do think Roxanne's going to leave Judgment Day with Finn somehow. And go that route, but we'll see. But
I don't, as much as I would love Raquel and Roxanne to have like the tag belts, they're not the ones to take it off Paige and Brie at this point. And I feel like everyone's gonna shit on her. I know everyone shits on her. I know Brie mode bothers everybody, but I feel like she's been the workhorse of that group, putting in the shift. And I know, like, obviously with Paige, again, I don't want to say like Brie's also been out for a while too, and I just feel like, I know everyone loves to shit on her. I get it. She's obviously not her husband, but like girls putting in work and she's trying, and I feel like she's doing the heavy lifting in that group, which is crazy to say for her, but like, shout out to Brie mode.
Well, you know who's someone who doesn't do the heavy lifting? She does the equal amount of heavy lifting on your Lipsticks and Larry shows. Kat, she's in the chat.
Oh, hello, my love.
But yeah, Nikki. Anything else? We'll kind of put a bow on it because some of this other stuff will bleed into our Saturday night.
Yeah, I feel like because all the Vision stuff that I want to talk about just will.
We'll get to it. But that wasn't the biggest moment on Monday Night Raw because we all were swerved. We thought Brock was gone. So did Oba Femi, Nikki. But Brock, just like Sting, Oba Femi, he's watching you.
Can't you see you belong to me? How my praise with every step you take, every move you make, and every vow you break, every smile you fake, every claim you stake. I'll be watching you. Every move you make, every step you take, I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you. Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break.
Nikki, Brock's watching in the darkness, in the shadows. Brock Lesnar is watching Oba Femi, waiting to strike.
Yep.
Little Sting on Sting. First time we got to use Sting on this wrestling show. The other Sting. How about that?
Beautiful, babe.
I'm waiting for Steven to go Sting on Sting, some sort of play on words. Kat's already saying if she knew Brock was going, she would have been there.
I know you were debating going to that show, and you could have seen Brock tear his pants. This man has more money than whatever, and he can't get a pair of pants that like
No, he's
It could
got so
be-
many muscles. He's got muscles upon muscles.
Again, and you could get a pants a smidgel bigger, or you can get custom jeans.
I mean, yeah. What?
I just when I finished my sentence and you heard CJ yell no,
No,
it was very fitting. CJ agrees with me.
he's not a Brock Lesnar fan.
No, CJ would not be.
Yes, if you hear kids in the background, my nieces are all in the other room. We were thinking about doing a live studio audience for tonight, but I don't know how far over the head it would go. So I digress.
Forgetting CJ.
Well, there we go, Steve. You got to know it's a Nick Club weekend. Club Nick.
Well, Linda T's Airbnb.
Yeah. But anyway, I digress. Go on.
I don't know. Does this negate everything that happened? Why am I echoing? Do you hear me echoing?
I do not hear you echoing.
Oh, okay. I heard me echoing for a second. Does this negate everything that happened at WrestleMania?
Mm-mm.
Oba looking dominant, Brock Lesnar taking off all his things, Paul Heyman crying, like, and then him to come back out, and then
No, for this reason, I'll give you two. AJ Styles faked his retirement against Cody Rhodes, and Mark Henry.
Well, you should have said Mark Henry first because AJ was mimicking Mark Henry.
Yeah, but both of them did it. So the precedent's been set. And to be honest, this is how Brock usually loses matches. In most cases, like Goldberg, he did that for the longest time. Like he loses quick squashes in a lot of ways. So it's not the worst thing. And like this is, to me, this character work is interesting because Brock's realizing he's literally, what worked for him, the power game for so many years. He's not the strong guy that he was. He's older. So now this is a young guy that's stronger than him. He has to find a clever way to beat him. And this is how he outsmarted him. You thought I'm gone, and now I have the mental edge. Because Brock never really had that in anything other than Paul Heyman.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
It's an interesting take on it because the Oba Open was kind of like, because I heard names of people like Ryback and like I don't even know, like maybe Big Show, like some random names of like bigger dudes. Braun Strowman, not Big Show, Braun Strowman. That would potentially come back, or maybe like even Baron Corbin, like something like that. Bigger guys that would answer just for him to beat, which would have been interesting. But yeah, like to carry him to a feud with Roman or Jacob, who knows.
I don't know.
Pat's agreeing with you for once.
We agree. Watch our show. We agree on some things, but that's what makes us spicy. I don't know. I just maybe think it was maybe too many F5s. I was like, maybe the one in the sneak attack and then have Oba roll out the ring and just have Brock posture. I think it was maybe too many things. I
don't know.
And then maybe they should have just left it. I think going straight into the Heyman Pierce segment, when Pierce was like, "What is that?" and he's like, "I filed the retirement paperwork," and then
I do like that though.
He is retired, but we're doing this. I'm just like,
maybe it's a big swerve because the person on the contract is not Brock Lesnar; it's Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
I also have this theory that it's going to be a whole new. He'll be managed. I said that Nikki hated this, but he'll be managed by Chelsea Handler, right? And his main opponent will be Tommy Rear End, or the Rear End. I don't know. We can work it out, but
dad jokes. I don't know, but I'm just worried. Like, are we going to make this a series of 3? Like, is Brock gonna get his win back in Italy, and that takes us to SummerSlam for Oba to like officially beat him, retire him? If we're not going the Gunther route, then I'm just like, I would want something that you literally have from February, March, for Oba to go to one feud from February to August. When he's supposed to be, again, your young baby that you're pushing, and he's only fighting Brock Lesnar for 6 months.
But those big monster characters, whether they're like faces or heels, and you know how I feel about that. But regardless, they usually get pushed that way. That it's a million squashes, and then they have to find someone big. Like Rusev was that. I was surprised he got thrown Rusev so quickly, because I was like, oh shit, like Rusev, and then like the War Raiders. That's something that like the handicap match with. Well, wait, hold on. The handicap match with a tag team like the War Raiders, that's a multiple time tag champion. That should have happened like weeks in, or like maybe months into that feud to build him up. Like he needs to beat like just random enhancement talent for like
James
1 or 2 weeks.
Ellsworth.
Yeah.
But isn't that the thing? Weren't like with the War Raiders and stuff? Wasn't that before Mania, and then the Open Challenge? Like the Open Challenge was what, Tozawa, Otis, and he beat up the Garzas. Like, I guess I agree with Josiah. Like the Open Challenge should have been a thing, or could have been a cool thing. But again, I think him and Otis was fun. I love Otis, but
I like this theory on it. Like, Josiah, I think he's hit the nail on the head. Like, Oba's so dominant, no one want to face him. So here comes Brock to 1, avenge a loss, and 2, give Oba someone to wrestle. Yeah, it kills 2 birds for another week. But yeah, we'll see.
No, I guess it was just like, again, like Mania just kind of felt like a genuine moment. But again, it's wrestling, never say never, baby, and be Ric Flair having 7,000 last matches, and how many Rolling Stone farewell tours are there? So, like, I get it. I don't know. Again, they're not my favorite of wrestlers. I'm not buying a pay-per-view to watch either one of them, so I'm just like,
I hear you. Well, Nikki, we'll see. We'll put a bow on that for now. From one wrestler who is no longer retired, we thought was retired, to someone who is retired, as we switch over to SmackDown. Let's hear from friend of the show, Big E.
This is former WWE champion Big E, and you're watching the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
I know. I have to find that clip and send it to Steve, because I swear to God, it's a thing. I don't know. What do you want to talk about SmackDown?
Well,
SmackDown's
you want to talk about a little Cody Rhodes? Let's just touch on a little bit of Cody Rhodes. We'll do the SmackDown preview before we open up the phone lines a little later. But the big story of the night: Cody Rhodes needs to get Gunther to sign the contract for Clash in Italy, and as he's trying to barter or negotiate with him, for lack of a better term, but doesn't he still need to get them to sign the match?
No, because that was the match. Because it was like he was being cute last week, and Gunther, I almost called him Walter, didn't want to sign the contract. And then Royce Keys came out and said, like, well, if you don't want to sign it, I'll fucking sign it. And then they had the number 1 contenders match. So if that's a number 1 contenders match to see who will fight Cody in Italy, then he doesn't have to sign shit. That's already done.
Right. No. But the whole thing was that he had the match, and he's like, whenever you want to sign it, like the match is there. Like, right. Nick Aldis, like, the match is yours. And like the last couple of weeks, it was like Cody was like flirting with, like, sign the match, like whatever, hard to beat. His whole easy to find, hard to beat, or easy.
Oh, I thought you were saying this week, Cody.
No. Last week. We're going back to last week.
You said it weird.
Whatever. You listened weird. So you hear whatever the hell you want to hear. So, yes. So, Royce Keys comes out and basically says, like what he's saying to Jacob, we take our spot. We take what's ours. And I'm very, very happy with the way that they're building up Royce Keys adversely compared to Ricky Saints, who I think is just taking L after L after L. Because he needed the win on SmackDown to put him with Carmelo Hayes. We'll get to in a second if you want to touch on that. But, yeah, to me, the way that they're building up Royce Keys is the way to build a main event star. Now, you put him in a match with Gunther. Gunther makes a lot of people look good, but this early, I think that shows a lot of trust in a main event match for a guy that, a lot of people thought could be still very green, right? Like we've seen it with Jade Cargill, people from AEW, like that bit, like have the look, like, I don't know. He's still relatively new. I'm saying.
How dare you? Also, like, Royce Keys is like 40 something. Like, he's not a sweet baby pickle. I wouldn't consider him one of the babies that you need to push. Like, he's been around. He's been on the indies. He's obviously, I don't think he had the best time in AEW, but I think he still looks like a monster. I don't think this is someone that, is great. I don't think you should say green at all. See, CJ agrees with me again.
CJ, yeah, unbelievable.
CJ
I think you're upsetting him. I don't think he agrees with you. I think maybe.
I think he agrees. CJ loves me. No, I agree that this is how you build someone up. I just don't compare him to Jade remotely.
I'm just saying in terms of like build up a monster, maybe in terms of having like a 5-star classic, you're not necessarily expecting it, but you put him in with Gunther this early, it shows a lot of trust. That's all.
Yeah, I think it was a great. Yeah, no, I agree with you. And then you compared him to Jade. Again, I think it was a fun match.
I'm comparing, muscle building main event potential talents that are coming from different companies that have a little bit of hype behind them. That's the comparison that I'm getting at. But
well, I also am saying that he grafted on the indies and put in the work, and Jade just showed up because she's a bodybuilder. I think Royce Keys has more miles on him than you realize.
But fair. But my point is still about the build up and presenting them the right way, and I think he's been presented the right way. Whereas Ricky Saints, I thought looked good, but putting him with Cody Rhodes and like Carmelo Hayes, they're gonna have great matches. But having him lose, to me, this is his first 2 matches, not the greatest.
This match was way too early because at this point, Melo coming off losing the belt to Sammy and not having a Mania thing when I think he probably should. I think it was too early to put these two together. Because I think again, these are your younger kids that you want to push. That should be and will be your future stars. I think this was way too early to put them together because I think they both really needed a win. And as much as I love Ricky, I think Melo needed this more, to be honest. Yeah. I think with
right now,
with Saints, I feel like, he beat Cardona last week. I feel like you needed to put him with someone that's at a Matt Cardona level. Again, with them getting rid of Apollo Crews, like, is there someone else in that? I'm sorry for Matt Cardona, and I love Matt Cardona, but like they needed maybe another lower mid-card guy besides Melo to go.
They'll say, yeah, he's Cody's friend.
Well, basically, is Ricky someone that can take a loss and just really, whatever, because they're gonna push him. Again, it was a really fun match. I just feel like, to me, Melo needed it more. And I feel like that's kind of what I was coming to, like, who needs this more? And I think Melo did. Because you got to circle Melo back up to Trick.
Yeah.
And I don't think at this point they're putting...
He needs momentum. He absolutely needs momentum.
I don't see Ricky going into the title picture yet. I think Melo's kind of first in line. So I'm really not mad at it. I think it's a great match. I know Ricky's getting a loss and maybe shouldn't, but maybe this match was too early because to me, Melo needed this more, and I'm happy for Melo.
Yeah, no, fair. Yeah, Melo definitely needed more. Yeah, too early, and you could throw Ricky with some mid card.
There has to be someone else.
Put him with Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona's losing every other fucking match anyway.
He beat Matt. That's what I said. He beat Cardona last week. There has to be someone else on that Cardona level. Like, maybe instead of Miz and Kit going after Trick, which I did very much love that segment, and Kit Wilson forever, but maybe could you have Ricky versus Kit and Ricky get that win, or Miz and the Saints get that win, then maybe Trick Williams. And I think that was a very fun match, but I'm just surprised how much offense Miz got in that match. But you need to put Saints with, again, the more lower card guys to get the build up. I just don't know. You would think they have such a deep roster, but I really can't think of people on SmackDown for him to feud with.
Yeah. I was just saying, like just for a match, like, give him R-Truth to beat, because R-Truth is in a tag team, like something like that.
He's your champion.
Or someone. Oh, here you go, Fraxium. Like both of those individually.
Yeah, you can beat either one of them. You could beat, at this point, you could beat Tama.
Yeah, but I think Ricky's coming up as a heel, so I think you need him with like someone like Fraxium or fraction. That's all I can think of right now.
Right?
But I don't know.
Johnny Gargano, Johnny Gargano at this point, because he's still laying,
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, him and Sammy could be something. Could you turn Johnny heel again?
We'll see. We'll see.
Also, like, Sammy.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, we'll get to that.
That's
Too much Sammy, too much Gingerbread Man stuff. So,
Yeah, we
Nikki,
do
let's put a bow on SmackDown because as we get to Clash in Italy, we'll probably have
Nope.
more on Clash.
Nope, Saturday night's main event.
Wait, no, but I'm saying, let me finish. If I could finish for a second. We'd probably have more on Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and some of those other matches that are coming to Clash in Italy.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we'll put a little bow on it right now as we get to Saturday night's main event. Let's hear from someone who competed on Saturday night's main event. Uncle Fred.
This is WWE Hall of Famer Fred Ottman, and you're watching Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. Yeah.
I'm Uncle Fred. Why you muted yourself? Baby, you're
Myself.
muted. There you go.
Yeah, that was weird. Technical
So I don't
difficulties.
This is what happens when we're not at the bar.
I know. The internet works perfectly well at the bar for that.
Right, which you think it wouldn't, but you're down the shore. I'm upstairs. The dog's snoring. CJ's yelling.
Nikki,
Fun time, kids. Yes. Let's
a
do
lot
this.
of fun times. Let's get to it. Saturday night's main event because Nikki, there's 5 matches on the card. A lot of mid-card talent trying to prove themselves, and a lot of talent working on the weekend.
I'll see you at Saturday night's main event. And not only will I snatch your soul again, I'll also snatch that title.
Everyone's watching to see what you do. Everyone's looking at you. Everyone's wondering, will we come out tonight? Everyone's trying to get it right, get it right. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a new road.
So I will be the first man to put the word fear in the vocabulary of Penta, and then the last man to leave the ring at Saturday night's main event with the Intercontinental Championship.
This is the first one I liked that you did this week.
Good. Well, really, I'm kind of surprised. Well, we got a couple more heading your way.
That makes sense for the thing.
Yeah, everyone working for the weekend. All right, Nikki, let's get into it. Match number 1. Throw your predictions and previews in the chat. Let me just do this as we get this up. First match, Nikki, we'll go to the tag team title match. The Vision, Austin Theory, Logan Paul taking on the returning, I mean, they've had a couple matches, but the returning Street Profits.
Yeah.
Highly decorated, I would say, I would argue, tag team champions.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts and predictions on this match, Nikki?
I'm actually think this is going to be a really good match. Again, I feel like you have Tez and Logan Paul that you're like your high flyers, and then you have Dawkins that's kind of like your kind of like powerhouse. You have Cat's Eye Candy, Austin Theory. I think this is going to be a fun match. I wouldn't be mad if the Vision lost. I think having the Street Profits back breathes a little fresh air into this dying tag team division. And I think it's desperately needed. And I feel like sometimes we forget how good the Street Profits are, how charismatic they are. And I feel like them having the belts, I think again, I think
they reek of charisma. They want the smoke.
They want the smoke. We all got solo cups up. That's what I want to see. I think it's going to be a good match, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Vision do retain, but I think we need something different.
Mm. Well, like, do we see shenanigans? You know, I love shenanigans. I love throwing.
I assume there's going to be, again, maybe because Backlash, I thought there would be a lot more shenanigans than there were. So maybe less so, but.
I don't know, do you think Braun Breaker gets involved?
Or do you think Bron tries to get involved and Seth?
Well, that would be the
Also?
other side of it, right? Would be, does Braun Breaker get involved, and then conversely, also does Seth Rollins then counter that?
That's my hope. I wouldn't want them to go down the road of Braun Breaker does a thing, Seth does a thing, but Seth distracts the Street Profits and they lose and they blame Seth. And then, like, as much as a match between Montez and Seth would be fun, I don't think this is where they should be going storyline wise. So I'm hoping, because I'm assuming, again, I'm booking everything at SummerSlam. They don't have a match, or do they have a rematch in Italy? And that I'm not remembering.
I don't know that they have a rematch yet.
But I'm assuming it's going to be at either Italy's kind of stacked at this point. So they do have a whatever Saudi Arabia show, or maybe just do we get to SummerSlam? But like, I'd rather see it the other way, that somehow Seth helps the Street Profits, and then that can further the Vision stuff with Seth. And then we can actually have a proper tag team division. Because that was also the rumor going around yesterday, today, that, like, again, that WWE magically now wants to bolster the tag team division.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting. I could totally see this being a change of the titles, but I think a lot of it is Seth's not on the same page with the rest of the locker room because he started the Vision. So I think that's where you see like this like inkling or wrinkles in the storyline where they can't win right now. He's costing the Street Profits because he's blinded by his hatred for the whole Vision, Braun Breaker included, and I think that I think the Vision retain.
But then having a very popular tag team come back to lose to feud with Seth.
No, they're losing this month, but they're going to eventually win the belts. I think they'll win it by SummerSlam. Like you have the feud continue, and you have them eventually win the belts at SummerSlam. Or else, if they win it within the first month, it's not that big a deal. It could just be a much lackluster kind of run. And the chat's got Vision.
And Josiah, I see you, babes. Like, that's the rumor. That's the rumor that they're coming back.
Oh yeah, Enzo and Cat. Yeah, I heard that rumor that Enzo was backstage. It'd be very interesting.
But apparently, Enzo was at the Performance Center, and apparently, Big Bill's. When you haven't seen Big Bill on TV in forever, but obviously his wife still works there. Again, wrestling couples work different places all the time. But like, do you see them back? Again, they were so.
I don't think they add too much to the division. Like Enzo does. Enzo's such a great like vocal, like charismatic voice that yes, I don't think them as a tag team would do that much. Like, did they even win the tag titles? I don't remember them winning it.
I believe they did. They didn't win the NXT, but didn't they have the mains for a bit? I don't know. But again, I know they feud with the Dudleys, and then I don't remember anything beyond like them winning the belts beyond that. So like, I just don't think that. I don't think that. Like, I'd rather and you're like, oh, but I'd rather than bring back the Hardys to try and bolster the tag division than Enzo and Cass. I think that would do way more. Well, they're signed to TNA, and Willow made an appearance. So, okay, just say they never did.
I thought that, yeah.
I don't know. Again, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Obviously Enzo's very charismatic. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Nope. Sorry. I think now that Big Bill, Big Cass is sober, and I think there was glimmers of him in AEW. I think, again, he got sucked into the Chris Jericho vortex, and he couldn't, like, again, Big Bill and Ricky, when they won those tag belts, that should have been bigger and better and cooler than it really was. But, maybe them coming back rejuvenated, I don't know. I don't know if I trust Enzo, but...
I do like his promos though. They're funny. He's got a lot of catchphrases, and
Everyone. My lovely cat says it all the time, and it's just like you're a catchphrase in an entrance music in WWE, and they were huge. They were so huge.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, from a team that was huge to a team of huge superstars, Nikki, women's sticking with the women here. Well,
my ladies,
Rhea Ripley.
Sticking with the women.
I don't know. I thought it was. I don't know why. I thought it was
okay.
I don't know why. It was a bad segue. We'll move on. But Rhea Ripley teaming up with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, taking on Jade Cargill's team of. Are they called baddies? I forget what their name is now.
They've been calling them baddies on comms.
So yeah, kind of put together we talk about factions like this. It's more factions maybe on the female side than the male side now forming. But what are your expectations of this 6-woman tag team match?
I'm worried that the baddies will win so they can use this to set up a rematch with Jade and Rhea that no one wants to see.
Ugh.
And this is, are Charlotte and Alexa gonna break up? Or, everyone wants Bliss to turn heel. Again, with the Wyatt's gone, I don't think it makes sense anymore. She said that character is kind of done. But, Charlotte, have we reached the end of Charlotte being a babyface? Because her promos backstage with Bliss are awful. I know. Poor.
It's a good one, Steve.
It's like Meech and are sort of like Matt Cardona. You're sort of a name, and we know you're better than you're allowed to be, but you're just gonna be the person that gets beat up every week.
So you kind of threw it out there. I'll throw. Could this be the end of the Jade faction? Could this be it? Because now they're dealing with 3. Let's be honest, 3 main event talents opposite them. Could this be the end of this group? This potentially short-lived group that no one really knew was going to get together?
Because they're not doing anything. Again, everyone's like, well, all the releases, why is Beef out there? Why is Meech in there? Because it's you need lower mid-card women to get beat up every week, and that's what they're there for. They don't make or break Jade, so if they're together, it's fine. If they break up, it's fine, but it's I think Jade kind of looks better with people behind her.
Yeah. She does look stronger. But I don't know. Yeah, Josiah's agreeing with you. Set up Jade Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte. Jade Charlotte on time.
No, she's literally, Jade said in a interview right after Mania or right before Mania that she thinks there's more money basically between her and Charlotte than her and Rhea. And she thought that would have been a better Mania match with her and Charlotte.
Interesting concept. But so Steven threw it in the chat, and I was going to ask this question, but he calls them dress shield will interfere. But
is that what he calls a
fatal influence? Does fatal influence get involved in this match? Because I get the feeling yes. I'm going with that because they took out Rhea. They've gone after Bliss and Flair. They're kind of waiting in the wings. The only thing that doesn't make sense is they don't want to. Well, they've kind of kept their distance right from Jade in a ladies' agreement, so to speak. I don't know. I could totally see this happening and being a wonky finish that allows JC Jane to remain in the actual main event storyline, right? Adjacent. What's up, girls? What's up, everybody? One room over the live studio audience.
The live studio audience at the B&B. I don't know. I don't know if it. Because I would think not. Because I think the end goal of this is doing the rematch with Jade and Rhea. And I don't know if you would insert JC Jane quite yet. I feel like JC would get the winner of Rhea Jade again.
Yeah. So you don't see it happening. You think you don't?
No. Again, I know they love their run-ins, and I think other matches need more run-ins. I don't think we need JC and the gals here.
That's fair. So, Nikki, who you got?
Again, I don't want to go against Rhea, but I think the baddies would need to win to get Jade to Rhea. But it really depends on where it is in the card. Do you open and get your big Rhea win? Do you close and get your big Rhea win?
Yeah.
Or are they in the mid and it doesn't matter? I
agree with you. I think the Jade group's winning, but the chat's completely opposite us. They got Rhea.
I tend to usually not vote against Rhea, but if that's what we have to circle back to, then you would think Jade would need to win something. Like, I don't want her to pin Rhea. Like, again, I feel like, unfortunately, that's why Bliss is there, because she's going to eat all the pins.
Maybe.
I feel like she has been.
Nikki, from one person that I know you're not a big fan of, Jade Cargill, to another female that you're not a big fan of, Nia Jax.
See, maybe this is where Fatal Influence gets involved because they want the tag belts.
That's an interesting one. Well, interesting concept. Is that your theoretical prediction on this match, or what are your thoughts on this match?
No, again, I don't. I rather Brie.
Do you have new champions?
No. But probably. But I rather, honestly, Brie and Paige drop it to Fatal Influence. I just don't know. Again, I thought this would be a quick run. But are you waiting for Nikki to come back to do something? Are you waiting for Nikki to come back and turn heel on Brie again? We know how well that went the last time. Do they still want to get a little bit out of this nostalgia run with the two of them? What do you want to do with Paige? Do you still want Paige to get reps in? So maybe you move her to the US. Maybe you move her to the IC and put her somewhere else.
I honestly think this is just a nostalgia tour. Like, they were pot committed to WrestleMania, that they're going to have this big moment with the Bellas were either going to win the tag titles or Paige is going to show up. You're going to have the big pop. She's going to win the belt and you have your moment, which you got. And I think they said, all right, we gave it a quick month. And honestly, kudos to Demolition 2.0, the Irresistible Forces, because I like their entrance and they've been doing well together. So I don't think that they maybe should have even lost the belt to begin with, but they wanted to get that big moment, and that's where we're at. So to me, I could totally see them dropping the belts right now. But to your point, if Fatal Influence is going to be the new tag champions, you're going to have them be built up as the big bad group, then Brie and Paige retain here. But
right, and I think that's how you get your disqualification or your something shenanigans happen. I see Nia and Lash getting the belts back again. I just don't see them taking it off these two right now. I feel like there's, again, I think this is SummerSlam. I'm booking everything at SummerSlam. I say that every week. But I think there's a little more juice you can squeeze out of the Brie Paige thing going on. And I think they would want to get Nikki. I don't think we've gotten a update on what's going on with Nikki. But I don't know. It just doesn't. And again, maybe I'm pushing more because I think I rather have the men's tag belts change hands. We'll get to the other belt, the men's belt that's on the line. I don't know if there's going to be so many belts changing hands, and I'd rather see other belts change hands than this women's one. Yeah.
Would you rather women's belt change hands or the men's tag?
Men's. I'd rather see the Street Profits with the belts, and we'll get to the other men's belt on the line. But
Nikki, one belt that may or may not be on the line is the Women's Intercontinental Championship belt, because
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Well, Sol Ruca seems to think it is, and Nikki, I don't think. I know Becky said it's not. Sol Ruca says it is. I don't know. Sol doesn't want you to steal her side.
I'm Sol Ruca. And if you ever interrupt me again, not only will I kick your ass, I'll snatch your soul. You're 0-2, and I don't know know about your future if you can't get any victories in your first 2 matches. I think you've bitten off more than you can chew, and I think you should get going. I think you should be gone. Leave. Go back to NXT. I'll see you at Saturday night's main event. And not only will I snatch your soul again, I'll also snatch that title. You see if you're ready. Step in the ring with me. Welcome to the big time.
Nikki.
Baber, 30 seconds. I think this was better than the original song that you were gonna do. I think that was so much fitting. That's song of the night.
Steeler Sunshine? Yeah.
Yes, that's
Just apropos for this weekend. Memorial Day, Jersey Shore, cloudy and 2 inches of rain. Let's effing go.
But you kind of cut off Becky's promo there. Basically, she was like, I'll snatch that title. And she's like, you don't do this is not like Becky's very much saying this isn't on the line.
Yeah.
And I feel I very much don't like eliminator matches. I don't want you to have to pin the champion to get to fight to the champion. I hate that. I think I think this is such a mid-card pay-per-view, which is probably going to be better than Italy.
Which means the matches are probably going to be great.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I like.
I need Becky to have a good match because I love her, but I'm just like all the feuding with AJ, then the feuding with Nikki that I feel like she may have not made Nikki look as great, and I know Nikki's rusty, and then the people shit on her and Lyra. Like, I feel like they both really need to have a good match here. And I feel like if they don't, or people, it's one slip up, I feel like the internet will explode, and I feel that's a lot of pressure on them.
Well,
but
Soul's very spot dependent. Her like that. The Soul Snatcher is very difficult for her to pull off. Even like that's why I always felt like finishers like need to be able to hit at a whim, like at a glance, like the RKO, stunner, like I don't know, and that's not a move you have to set that move up so perfectly, and everyone knows it's coming. It's not a shock at any point in time when the move happens, and it's really difficult to perform because she's doing a front flip backwards, and it's just crazy, and you have to just set yourself up. It's literally like diving into when you see someone dive into the RKO. It's it's kind of gonna go like Justin Bourne or Evan Bourne. When he did the RKO out of the shooting star, he knew you have to do it a certain way. You're not hitting that move when you do it that way. There's just the way that the move sets up. It's a great move. It's a great spot move. And same thing with the Cody Cutter and the Javon Evans finisher. I feel like it's a great move, but it has to be set up so specifically. So as a finisher, it's really difficult.
Again, I feel like in NXT, there's so many people she hit it on so perfect and so beautiful because they do get to practice that. And again, is this detriment of not having the house shows? And I know they're coming back and they're doing a couple dates, but it's is that the point that, you're in this feud with a person and you're fighting them every Thursday and Saturday night and, bumfuck Pennsylvania to get this right. And again, it didn't look great the few times she hit it on Raw because, again, I don't think she has the reps, but it is very much you have to, as a viewer, you have to suspend the disbelief for 30 seconds because you have to, if you're taking it, you kind of have to lunge into it. There's also a lot of finishers, but I just feel like it doesn't look, on NXT, it looks so good. On main, it hasn't, but I feel like she hasn't got the reps in to do it on the bigger stage.
That's fair. Mikey's chiming in.
Mikey, hello.
He thinks they're going to have a good match. As the IC match, I think more of a title change. The other IC match that night, but slim chance, who knows? So I guess, Mikey, are you thinking it's a title match? I don't know. It's so confusing at this point whether or not it's a title match.
I don't think it is, but I could be wrong.
Steven's saying if it's for the title, Becky wins. If it's not, Soul wins. Josiah's making it great, but it's weird when the heel's logic is right, but Becky's 100% right. Soul she hasn't. Yeah, you lose 2 matches, you don't deserve a shot.
Yeah, she's like, what, and I really love when she's at the end is welcome to the big time, and she's but she did that with Lyra, and I think as Becky should be that upper statesman to bring the younger girls in, but I don't.
So Nikki, who you got?
Again, I kind of agree with Steven. If the belt's on the line, it's Becky. If the belt's not on the line, and again, if Jessica Carr is the referee and the belt's not on the line, then Soul's winning. Like
I think even the belt's on the line. I think she's winning probably by DQ. I think they would extend it out, but I think Soul.
Oh, so like winning. Soul wins, but Becky retains the belt.
Yeah. The chat's divided 50-50. No one's sure who's really coming out on top. It'll be interesting. It will definitely be interesting.
I think they both need to pull off a really good match, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Nikki, let's get to it. The actual Intercontinental title match, I should say.
Yeah, how fucking dare you? Don't say actual.
Because this one's actually happening. We know this is happening.
No. Well, the way you said it sounded like
it's actually happening. We actually know it's happening. Why is that so difficult?
That's not, you said the actual IC belt.
The actual, whatever.
Anywho, this is what happens when we're not together.
Well, Nikki, Penta has the Intercontinental title, but as we're here with a little bit of an 80s theme, Ethan Page, all ego, he's got the strength.
Life is not fair. Do you really think that I chose to be born like this? This handsome, this talented, this charismatic, this dangerous in the ring? No. Some people are lucky enough to be born under the stars, just meant to be champion. Others have to work very hard at it. Like Penta. I already am the best wrestler in all of the WWE. And you know what? This Saturday, I plan to prove it to you and anyone else who doubts all ego. Michael, I will be the first man to put the word fear in the vocabulary of Penta. And then the last man to leave the ring at Saturday night's main event with the Intercontinental Championship.
All right, Nikki. The stroke. What are your predictions? Ethan Page, his first challenge for a singles title on the main roster. What are your predictions? Does all ego pull it out?
I have so many feelings about feelings. Also, do I kind of feel like Ricky Mello? I'm like, is this a little too early? Because I want them both to win. I want Penta to have the belt, but I also would not be mad if Ethan had the belt. But I don't want Penta to lose it. But would it be? I would also love it on Ethan. So it's like, I think the promo that you kind of showed a little bit, like, again, if you're, I'm thinking about like Sean and Matt, like if you don't really know enough about Ethan and you just kind of like his smarmy kind of sit down with like Michael Cole, and I was just like, oh, he looks so good. I'm just like, ah.
I know he did come across great. He's like, here's your script. Like, you did great. Yeah.
He's so good again, knowing in the NXT and TNA and AEW. Like I've known him for a while and I really love him. But also it's flipping Penta. I want Penta to have this belt for 4,000 years also, because he's also so goddamn good. Like, these are very good in the ring and very charismatic wrestlers. And I'm just like, I want you both to win, and I know you can't. This one really has me torn. And I really
wait. Before you make your prediction.
No, I would just want to say, honestly, I would love this to main. I don't know if it is. I don't know if that comes out, but I would really love this to main. But
it should. It should.
I don't know. I think you can also make the case for the Team Rhea versus Team Jade, but I would like this to main. But I didn't mean to cut you off, babe.
No. The only question I was going to have is, you talk about it. Mikey put in the chat, do Rusev or Javon Evans get involved? Because essentially Ethan Page kind of been a little bit of an instigator, a pot stirrer in the background, and he finagled his way into getting the shot. So you talk about Javon Evans, Rusev, they're also involved in the Intercontinental title scene. Do they get involved in this match?
Is this something just similar that we said with the men's tag, that would Rusev come out and then Javon tries to negate that? I think I don't know. Do you have Penta retain? And again, I say this every week. I'm booking everything to SummerSlam. Do you have like the 4-way at Mania, and then Ethan can take the belt off Penta without necessarily pinning Penta? Because I want Penta to look strong. I want Ethan to have the belt. I want all the things. And you know, the IC belt is my favorite. Like that's your workhorse. I feel like they're finally putting prestige back on this belt that maybe necessarily didn't have for a while.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting a lot of great talent.
It's going to be a really good match, and I feel like they're finally building up that mid card. So again, I would either way I'm going to be happy because I really like both of them. But I think Penta might keep it. But I wouldn't be surprised either way. I don't know. This match I'm really torn because I'm like, who needs this more? I feel like they both sort of need this.
Josiah's making a good point. Ethan Page wins.
Yes. Also true.
Especially WWE. Yeah. So
you know when he
that's what you get at.
I don't know. I'm excited about it. I think I'm hoping match of the night should be match of the night. But we'll see.
I think so too. Let's see. Chad's got Penta 67%.
Again, this is truly a match that I'm like, I really like all of them.
No, it's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to predict a lot of this. 50-50 either way. But, Nikki, we'll see.
I just hope they both have fun.
Yeah. I hope everybody has fun. Let's switch back here. Let's get back to a little bluer color. Back to blue. But, Nikki, we're going to open up the phone lines here shortly. Let us know what you're drinking, what you're thinking. The chat, it's pinned in. The call-in link, I should say, is pinned in the chat. That's
yes.
So let us know what you're drinking, what you're thinking. Saturday night's main event predictions. Anything you got there? Brock Lesnar's return. Jacob Fatu Tribal Combat. Is he the new Tribal Chief? Is he going to be the new Tribal Chief? We'll see. But yeah, we'll open all that up. Nikki, real quickly as we let the phone lines heat up here. SmackDown preview real quickly.
Yep.
Tiffany Stratton's doing an open challenge for the U.S. title. Who do you think answers?
Ooh, Blake Monroe.
Ooh,
it might be too early. But again, there's so many women. Like, should it be Jordan Grace? Do you have Julia come back? I'm so tired of Julia and Kiana. Like, is Chelsea cleared, or is she just gonna be on the sidelines? I don't know if you've got who else is in that women's division. That's kind of it, because the other 6 are in the tag match.
Yeah. I like that. I like the.
Is there another NXT girl that's? I feel like all the good ones are. But do you have maybe not necessarily JC, but do you have Fallon or? Oh,
that'd be interesting. Yeah, like have them just branch out on their own.
Oh, Mikey, no, Lacey Lane's. What's her face? Lacey Wilson.
Fallon Henley.
No, Fallon Henley, but the other one, the newer one.
Rebel Wilson.
Yeah. It's me, surprise, gotta go, bye.
Unbelievable. I don't know. We'll see. Just quickly skipping through what we didn't touch on. Anything? No, I think that's pretty good. Nikki, my little blondie, I think it's that time.
Lainey Reed. Lainey somebody.
Lainey Reed. Oh.
I still say Lainey Wilson, and Lainey Wilson's a country singer. But I digress.
Yeah. Rebel Wilson. I thought Rebel Wilson was a country singer.
No, Rebel Wilson's the actress.
Oh.
That's Fat Amy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Now she's like skinny Amy at this point. She's just Amy.
I digress. Anyway, Nikki, it's that time. I need you to do me a favor. Hit that snare. I did it for her. Taking a quick commercial break. I think Jackson is commandeering the show, as he always tends to do. So we'll see how that goes. But real quickly, as I wait for my lovely, beautiful co-host to rejoin, we also got Shinsuke Nakamura and Tala Tonga tonight. Don't know how that's going to go. Again, more with the Bloodline stuff. Does Tama Tonga end up with Shinsuke? That'd be an interesting way for him to branch off of the MFTs and actually just end up useful in the tag division. It's still funny to me that they never really did anything with the GOD, but I digress. But she's back.
Nothing with the GOD. They've done nothing with Shinsuke. Would I be mad with Shinsuke and Tama running being a cool tag team?
I don't know, but I digress. We'll see how it goes. But there's a lot of different angles with that whole group, the MFTs breaking up, and like where everyone goes, what they could go with. But Nikki, we got someone waiting. Regular friend of the show, bringing that sex appeal, Mikey.
Remember, take care of yourself, love one another, be iconic, and more importantly than anything, you always deserve to finish your story.
Mikey!
Hello, love.
Hello, my two favorite peoples on the internet.
How you been?
Hi, I'm good. Sorry, I'm just gonna adjust the audio on my headphones real quick. There we go. Yeah, happy Friday. Happy Memorial Day weekend, or, I'm excited. Happy to those of us, well, most of us that get Monday off, so.
Yes.
Seriously, yes, cheers to that.
And also cheers to all the wrestling that is about to transpire, both in the major federations and the independents this weekend, too. There is something for everyone, so make sure you tune into something and enjoy yourselves.
Yep.
Seriously, there's so much going on. So much going on this weekend. We're going to be at a lot of it, but we'll see. Mikey, what are you thinking?
So I'm looking forward to Saturday night's main event for the fact that this is, I, at least to my understanding, I call Saturday night's main event. Anytime we get a Saturday night's main event before like another WWE official pay-per-view, I call it, here's all the matches that you wanted on this pay-per-view, but we're not going to give it to you. So this is the Cry About It show.
Very true. So true.
And it tends to be better than the pay-per-views most of the time.
Well, it's all the workhorses, right? Like that's why like working for the weekend. That's why I was like, oh, this is the simplest theme I ever had to do for Saturday's main event because it applied to every single match, basically.
Before Saturday night's main event was that Cry About It show, and here's everything that you're not getting on the pay-per-view. We called it the What is Jesse Ventura gonna say next show.
Is he announcing again?
I don't think so. I think WWE is like, nah, we can't have that no more. But who knows? Listen, if you can run like 18,000 Hulk Hogan documentaries that nobody asked for, like trailers that nobody asked for, I'm pretty sure you could let Jesse Ventura go off script all the time, and it'd be entertaining.
Let's be honest, he probably doesn't remember half of what the script actually.
Oh, absolutely not. But honestly, I don't care. Jesse Ventura Unhinged is fantastic to watch. I get a kick out of it.
Agreed. Door. He's walking out the door.
Sorry, Steve. Not to derail, but Steven said use Will Sasso as Jesse Ventura instead.
Oh my gosh, I cannot. No, but I'm looking forward to Saturday night's main event. I think Penta and Ethan's gonna be really good. I hope of everything that is on that card, I want it to main event because I think in-ring wise, I think this is probably going to be the most entertaining. I know All Ego is not like everyone's like, I don't know how to feel about him. Listen, we have been here since the AEW days with All Ego Ethan Page. We survived him not being on TV a lot. We survived the Men of the Year gimmick that was gone way too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
We saw him run amok in NXT, becoming the greatest mixed tag team champions in AAA with Chelsea Green. And I was sports entertained, as the kids say. I, I think Ethan. I feel like Ethan has he has a edge over a lot of other people that come to the company from other promotions, because I feel that he himself knows how he's going to present his character. He's defined it already. He knows what works, what doesn't for him. And I was just like, just read a phone book, Ethan Page. I'll listen to you all day, because he's charismatic, and I feel that that's what WWE main roster needs, is a fresh reset of charismatic individuals that can actually carry a microphone and actually have something to say when you let them, and not, the same 5 things 20 like every single time you get on here.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, you have to talk me into the room to watch your match. You could be the greatest professional wrestler, and I'd be like, oh, you could do all the flips, all the moves, and that's all well and good, bell to bell, but what's convinced me for you to have a match with R-Truth, or you to have a match with Fraxium, well, not Fraxium, what's the other guy? Axiom. Like, someone like that who just doesn't talk. Like, tell me why I should watch. And that's why the whole charisma aspect is really the biggest component, I think, for a wrestler now. And Ethan Page has that in spades.
And I feel that this class of new to main roster folks, as well as what's currently in NXT, I don't know what they decided to do down in Florida, but I feel that a lot of the newer people on television, they're really hunkering down on their promo skills a lot, because the characters and then the athleticism, a lot of them already have that given their previous backgrounds. Especially this new class of NXT, long gone are the days of where they are building wrestlers from, sports athletes. And a lot of the new people that they signed are already established wrestlers from independent promotions here in the States, as well as European and international talent too. Like, you have, just to name a couple, you have Elio LaFleur, Dorian Von Dukes, you have Mason Rook. These are all established wrestlers in the European scene who are now here in NXT and Evolve. And then you also have more established names on the indies. Like, I refuse to call him Chaz Boy Starboy Charlie, SoCal independent darling. We love Starboy Charlie here in Southern California. Aaron Rourke is a hoot and a holler. I love him. He's fantastic. So they are really hunkering down on making sure that these kids are ready with the promo skills to go on main roster, because I'm going to be honest too, main roster promos, I cry, because I'm like, this is so boring. I don't care. Make me care about you and what I'm watching. I was just like, don't just bank on the fact that I'm fans of certain wrestlers and I will always support them, but I want you to talk me, like Nick said, I want you to talk me into the room. I want you to, okay, you have me intrigued. So I think that's all to say. I think Ethan has that, and I think he's going to be fine. The other thing is the other IC match. On paper, I'm excited, because I think Sol and Becky on paper should be really entertaining and should be really fun. The in-ring is a little iffy, depending on if Sol can hit that Soul Snatcher correctly, which even in NXT, I was just like, okay, it hit most of the time, but then sometimes it wouldn't, and it's not the biggest thing. My issue with this is that I need official confirmation from WWE whether this is an Intercontinental Championship match or if this is an eliminator match. Because at first it was advertised as a title match, then they decided it's not. So if that was the case, where you announced it as an IC title match and then you took it away, I'm not the type of person to read into a situation, but I'm messy and I love me some drama, right? To me, the biggest thing is that and obviously I don't know Becky and Sol personally, but if that were to happen, where I saw that this is going to be announced as an IC title match and then the next day it's advertised as like a non-title match, I would feel some sort of type of way. And to me, that would say, do you not have any confidence in me and my opponent to make this a title match? Like, what's the problem? And I'm like, are we ripping up plans again? Like with the 11th hour? I'm just like, oh boy, strap in.
So the most logical point, right? Mikey made a great logical point. What if, and I'm just, me with my wacky booking theory, what if this is a stupid way, just like the Brock Lesnar thing that I mentioned earlier? Like, I was like, oh, well, you could say Brock Lesnar signed a contract. It wasn't Brock Lesnar, right? And like, what if there's some weird, like, Sol Ruca said it was a title match. Becky said it's not, but Jessica Carr is the referee, and she interprets it as a title. You know what I mean? Like, it's her discretion, like whatever. Like, I don't. Maybe it's not kayfabe wise makes sense, but like maybe there's some sort of angle that you can play this. It's definitely like you work yourself into a shoot, right? Like it's definitely a faux pas that I think Sol Ruca had in her promo because she's just out there trying to get herself over. But what if you could work this in of like, yeah, Jessica Carr, legitimately the referee who's had all these issues, doesn't know if it's a title match or not. So she awards, like, whatever happens, Sol Ruca gets pinned, she awards the belt. Like, she's confused as to whether or not it's a title match. So that would be a nice way to kind of work it in. That's the only thing I can think.
Because that's
Go ahead, Nikki. No, you go.
Because Sol said, I'll snatch that title. And Becky's like, well, who said this is on the line? And could Jessica Carr be like, I'm the one that says it's on the line because of ref discretion? And could they do some like Daniel Bryan shenanigans? Like he won it at the pay-per-view, and then on Monday you're gonna get stripped from it and you have to fight again for it. Like, could they pull again? They like to rehash all the old shit.
Which is okay with me, and I'm not saying that you need to hold my hand to make it make sense and like the build and the story going into this, because again, this is everything you could have had on the pay-per-view, but we can't. So the build is going to be 2 weeks, which is whatever. I'm still excited for Saturday night's main event, but my whole thing is that if they were going to do that, now obviously Monday Night Raw has gone and passed. If you're going to do something on Saturday, because tonight is SmackDown, and I doubt they would do something about it, I would be okay with that, which you mentioned, Nick, and I would be here for it. Like, but for me to make it work, you have to give me some sort of small backstage segment or a pre-tape or something saying, be like, hey, Becky, so this is going to be for a title match. This is what was said on Raw. There's a bit of confusion, and this is what it is. Do I think they're going to do that? No. So they're just like, whatever, Becky and Sol are fighting. You should just be happy with that. I'm like, no, make it make sense.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, give me some reason as to why it's escalated this far, or why she deserves a title shot. But I don't know. Mikey, what else you got?
Let me see. Well, like I said, I think, and this is a hot take for me personally, and we don't have to spend too much time on it. I love that there are. Let's just talk about this tag team title match, right? I'm just like, what are we doing? I wholeheartedly feel like we are back in the Vincent Kennedy McMahon days, where tag team wrestling is treated like an ugly stepchild. Like, what are we doing? And what makes it even more crazy to me is that there are reports, allegedly, that WWE is looking to build their tag team division back up and are looking to sign like actual tag teams that are out in other international promotions and in the independents. And I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, you just had like 4 tag teams that you cut in the last 6 months,
including tag champions. Like, the Wyatts, I mean, they weren't like race tag.
Wyatt, Motor City.
So here's my whole thing, right? So, okay, the Wyatt 6, I already knew was going to have a hard time. When Bray passed, that was going to be a hard thing to sell to people. I am for the spooky ookie. I will forever love the Wyatt 6 because I was and am still a big fan of Bray Wyatt. I think it was different and it was cool. I know a lot of people, and the whole entire like lore of the Wyatt family and the Wyatt 6 is not for them, and that's okay too. There's a reason why wrestling has many character tropes, so you can gravitate towards someone. If you don't like anybody, then you're a weirdo.
You'll find your person.
But my whole thing is that you go on record saying that you want to build this tag team division up. You literally had, again, the Wyatt 6, but you had the Motor City Machine Guns. Like, these are tag team specialists. I know they're not for everyone, but they've been a tag team for 20 plus years. They're looking to probably wind down their career because they're both getting up there. You what I don't understand is like, you made me believe that you were going to care because when the Motor Machine Guns came in, we literally, the tag team division, especially on SmackDown, was on fire. We had that last year at Mania, we had the Friday Night SmackDown Mania, that triple threat between DIY and the Profits and the Motor City Machine Guns. And that match was fantastic. We had the 6-pack tag team ladder match at SummerSlam, and that was hot.
Yeah.
Now, and then after that, you just nuke the tag team division and it's gone cold. And now we have the Profits and the Vision as, you know, a legit tag teams on Raw. And then I look over at SmackDown and I was just like, damn, it's a shame. It really is.
Combine
I'm like, what I don't understand is, especially for main roster, you want to I was like, either you want to legitimize the tag team division or you don't. And when I say we're back in the Vincent Kennedy McMahon days, is that Vince has gone on record and we have seen that he does not care about tag teams and tag team wrestling and tag team championships, which I was like, Hunter, I'm getting the same vibes, and main roster, I'm getting the same vibes, because you cannot book the men's or the women's tag team division. How is it that Shawn Michaels is doing better and there's more legit tag teams in NXT and involved than on main roster? I don't get that. Like, it's insane to me. And I still hold the fact that they unified the NXT women's and the main roster women's titles together. That is still the worst decision in my personal opinion, because when they unified it, they said, because I don't forget, they said these tag titles can travel between all three brands. Yet we have yet to see them outside of like specialty shows. We have yet to see those women's tag team titles go to NXT. And again, same thing with NXT. There are more established women's tag teams in NXT than main roster. So the Saturday night's main event, you have this women's tag team championship match. And I'm all here for women's matches. I think women's matches and women's tag team championships should be a thing. But we have booked ourselves in the corner and we're running through the same problem that we had last year and the year before that. Now, injuries and stuff like that definitely play a part, and things had to be changed on the fly. But make it interesting. This is boring. And I'm just like, we couldn't figure anything else out. Okay, whatever. So I'm more mad that we're getting this tag team championship match Saturday, not because I don't think the talent doesn't deserve it. It's because WWE threw it on here and they don't care. So therefore, why should I?
Yeah.
No, well point. Good point, Mikey.
Well, that's why I'd rather have Fatal Influence kind of take the tag belts off, because I feel like you can put them in NXT. Like, do they feel weird putting like Brie and Paige, even though Paige is like the queen of NXT? I don't know if they don't want to put them down there.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, well, I mean, CW is a pretty big network. You could still get some ratings on it, so I don't know why they don't. But it's a great point, Mikey. Pleasure as always. Hopefully, Mikey, we can have you back. Big days, big weekend. You know, big wrestling weekend. But Mikey, I know you cover literally every wrestling promotion under the sun. So hopefully, you can come back to us tomorrow. It's 9 a.m. It's breakfast time for you.
Let's have brunch.
I should be able to. I literally have nothing going on except what's happening this weekend, but I'll plug all that at the very end. Yeah. So hopefully we do some AEW Double or Nothing tomorrow at noon with you on the call and stuff. But Mikey, before we let you go, last shot. So my last shot, yes, I sound like I complained a lot. It's because I'm passionate about wrestling, and yes, as Nick has said over here, I watch, especially our little crew. Me personally, though, I watch way too much wrestling. But that's okay, though, because that is what football and soccer and other actual sports are to people. Wrestling is mine. I can tell you statistics. I can tell you what I think is going to happen, and it's a great time. But my last shot is I'm looking forward to going live for Saturday night's main event. It's going to be a fun one. Me and Kilts have made it a habit now to do the lives for Saturday night's main event, and we have a good time with it. And we're excited to have some of our friendos join us. But then it also continues on. It continues on tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. TNA tonight, Saturday night's main event, watch along Saturday. And then the big one, Sunday live watch along for Double or Nothing. Would be really funny to see a bald MJF. Don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm excited. It's gonna 7-on-7 Stadium Stampede 2 is insane to me. I'm also trying to figure out how that's going to work because I don't know if the New York Athletic Commission reaches that far because I'm like, they don't like blood. So how that going to work?
Also, isn't it not as big though? Like, isn't it a smaller?
It's in a tennis arena. So tennis arena, while pretty decent size, it's like more high than like
it's not Daly's Daly's place. Or
No.
It's not.
No. So it's gonna be interesting. Also, I'm really hoping since they're at a tennis place, I want Stadium Stampede. I need tennis balls, rackets. I need a pre-tape with someone firing the tennis ball machine at people. Like
I want American Gladiator, that guy who shoots the tennis balls and like that. Like that's what you need.
Yes,
that's really what you need.
So looking forward to this fun weekend. It's gonna be good, and then things have kind of calmed down. This is the start of this weekend's gonna be fun, and then summer is here, so stay tuned because we're doing a lot. MLW is back with their weekly television show starting Saturday, so I'm looking forward to start watching that and do report cards. But like I announced last week on our show, I'm super excited, and Nikki and Nick knows this, and I'm excited, and I could include y'all if you really want to. We're going to officially be doing live coverage for AAA stuff, so AAA is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Mikey is going to replace... He's going to replace Rey Mysterio as the translator. I would like to hear his voice over Rey Mysterio.
I had so many things, and I was like, Nick, you have to talk to Mikey. I have 1,400 questions. So thank you for answering all my...
Mikey is officially taking over Triple I for WWE and everyone else.
It's so he takes the air out of the room. I'm like, let me just listen to him, and I will figure it out. I'd rather hear his passion and rip off his shirt than Rey Mysterio talk like this.
I love you, Ray. I truly do. You are a legend, but I cannot believe I'm saying this. I'm like, just let Corey Graves just be the one person to do the commentary because Corey is fantastic for AAA.
Yeah.
He's really good, and I'm very happy. And you could tell that Corey Graves actually cares and does his research and does. JBL is weird, but I'm starting to get used to him on commentary for some of these shows. But if anything, you should have like one of the wrestlers who's not wrestling. You just have a rotating cast of like the wrestlers in AAA do this too. I know Ray is out there, and it's also crazy to me that AAA is doing some really more fun stuff than main roster is. But I don't know if that has to do with the working relationship between the management at AAA and the fact that Taker is also booking and writing the show too. That was found out because La Catalina in an interview said, she really loves working with Taker, who's down there. So I'm like, listen, I might have my issues with Taker in some regards, but the one thing I will give him, and I was just like, he, like Shawn Michaels, gives a crap about this business and wants to see these kids succeed. And the fact that he is helping with Lucha Libre is great too. I was like, learn something.
Exactly. Well, Mikey, every time you come on, we learn something. So pleasure as always. We'll catch you this weekend. Big weekend of wrestling. Mikey, till next time. What a great stuff. Always a pleasure, Nikki.
DC Wrestle Pod. Watch them. Do their watch alongs. They're so good. I literally, the text message I sent Mikey was probably this long, and it was like,
I know, it was
question 1, blue, blue, blue. Question 2, blue, blue, blue. I'm just like,
you literally wrote a prompt, and
I'm trying to be better about it because again, when I do get to watch, I'm like, this is so fun. Again, the I'm gonna forget it. Money Machine, Golden Claw came out. I was like, I don't know who he is, but I will follow him anywhere. Like,
I know. Nikki was just like watching Triple I, and then she's just like, "Oh, this guy, Iron Claw."
Like,
okay.
You just made the list.
Again, I'm trying to be better about it, and then I'm just like, "Oh, well, I'm here." I'm just like, I'm trying to be better about it, and I feel like it's so interesting, and I want to know more. And again, like Ludwig, hopefully he was cutting this promo and you had this monotone Rey Mysterio over this. I was like, I don't think he's good on commentary. Again, I think fine in the ring, fine doing promos, but like I don't think this is his jamboreens. And I feel like Corey's your plug and play person. You can do anything with him. And honestly, JBL is that color person that just says a bunch of shit, just say shit. But I feel like JBL sounds like he cares so much more than Ray, which sounds crazy to me.
Yeah.
But thanks for letting me go on my little triple
A rant.
Triple A. I try to be fancy. Try to sound, Mike, I'm trying to do you proud. This gringa. to say things props.
Close enough. All right, Nikki, we'll keep it rolling. Another OG.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe in Steven. Steven!
Good evening, everybody. I understand there are children listening.
Somewhat. They may have been out of the chat now.
I haven't heard of it in a while. You're fine.
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah.
Take your vitamins.
Steven, I really love what you got going on right now.
Yes, that G is certified. Certified and notarized and stamped.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Yes.
Touche. What are you drinking? What do you think it's, Steven?
Oh, I'm drinking. I picked up. I wish I wasn't drinking it. In fact, I think I'm going to stop. I picked up a bottle of vitamin water that was supposed to be orange flavored because I'm like, all right, that sounds good. I should probably drink more water anyway. That's fine.
Yep.
And like, I don't know when this stopped being a thing, but did anybody's parents used to make like the frozen concentrated orange juice?
No.
Oh,
like
I just the hotels I feel like still do that.
Oh, still do that?
I feel like it's all concentrated.
There's only one acceptable vitamin water, Steven, and it's the XXX one. You're drinking
Triple X.
Triple X.
It's a black label. It's purple. It's blueberry. It's all the triple oxidants. It's like acai, blueberry, and pomegranate.
Shouldn't that be triple OX, not triple X?
That's triple X. Honestly, really great with Captain Morgan.
I don't even know if that's PG.
Ass is considered PG-ish.
Yeah.
I think ass is allowed.
By the way, why does your shirt say Kevin Wash? Like, do you know somebody who's like, not very hygienic, and like Kevin this is Wash. Your way of getting a message to
that's
them?
An interesting.
I love to wash them.
You know, hey Kevin,
I love to wash them.
Kids, if you're listening, take baths regularly.
Deodorant, baby wipes go a long way.
That's a message from your unrelated Uncle Steve. Oh.
I love you.
Oh, you got the doink music. That's great.
Yes. Well, you figure, you never know who's going to call in. So whether it's one of your comments or mostly Ed, I had to have at least a drop for when Ed comes with something out of left field.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm sorry this is a WWE show only because I was really looking forward to somebody running in and attacking another wrestler with their deadly bag of onions.
Oh my
Real
God.
onions too. Cry me a river.
That should be the new drop. They also did the other thing with like Luchasaurus was like trying to like let him was watching Guard let him sneak in and put a bag of onions under his shirt. I don't know what onions have to do with anything, but I guess onions make you cry. So cry you river.
AEW is tomorrow, Steven. 12.
Yeah, I know. I'll be elsewhere. I might get to type in, but I don't know about calling in. That was probably, other than the deadly bottle of water that R-Truth used that one time. That has to be.
Morrison.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 small onions. That's all he did. Yeah. So.
Onions are deadly.
If he sliced them with a razor blade, they'd liquefy in the pan.
Ooh, caramelized onions.
You guys have no idea what I'm talking about.
That's a Goodfellas reference. He puts too much onions in the sauce.
Yeah, no, but I want caramel. I'm getting hungry because Steve's
Oh, okay. There was a tangent there. Kids, when you get old enough, watch Goodfellas.
One of my favorite movies.
You're too young, little ones.
Yeah.
Lots of naughty words.
Amongst other things.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so let's get on with it. Obviously, my avatar this week is a reference to probably, I think, the most over tag team I think I've seen debut was Enzo and Cass.
Yeah.
That one time, the audience, I kind of really wasn't paying that much attention to NXT, so I didn't really know who they were or how over they apparently were there. But they debuted. I think they were, approaching the Dudleys, and oh my god, that reaction was insane.
The one-liners that he had back with the Devon and Bubba, honestly, what people forget is, I don't know, I didn't realize this because I didn't watch NXT that much at that point in time, but Carmella was their hype girl.
Yes,
she did not get called up with them.
That would be great if they were coming back, if she came back with them too. But yeah, hey. She's, I think last she spoke up about it, she's happy at home with the babies, and that's wonderful. If that's a wonderful thing as well. So whatever she wants to do. But I think the most memorable moment was when they did the promo without the mic, and they just conducted the audience. That I just watched that again today because somebody reminded me of it. I'm like, oh my, that was awesome.
Well, you know who did that really well? The originator, at least for me, of that was CM Punk. Did that in Ring of Honor, and it was phenomenal.
I never saw that. Did he really?
Oh, it's great. As a heel, he insults some woman in the crowd, and he's like, blah, blah, blah. He cuts a promo, and then the woman talks to him. He's like, "You think this is a real mic?" And then he puts the mic on the woman who's heckling him, and he's like, "That's how stupid you are. You think this is a real mic?" And they goes, it was actually phenomenal. It's one of the Punk's best that I've watched outside WWE.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to look that up later. Thanks for the tip there.
I got Steven on one. I got him on one. That's a big win.
There you go. always open to tips on what to watch. But I mean, if they're really gonna bring these guys, first of all, I mean, if they've both really gotten their acts together from where they were a few years ago, then yeah, I have absolutely no problem giving them a second chance. You want to keep them on a short leash. We talked like this about the possibility of Punk coming back. Because he was being talked about as a locker room cancer, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, just keep him on a short leash. And Punk, unless I'm forgetting about something, which is certainly possible, Punk's been a model citizen since he's been back. I see no reason not to give Enzo and Cass the same opportunity. And if they blow it, well, there you go. You tried, they blew it, they're gone. I will say for sure, don't put them on Raw, because Liv's on Raw, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Unless they've patched things up and agreed to be civil, yeah, maybe not put them on Raw.
Well, but, he's mentioned, Steven, to your point, he's mentioned a couple times. I don't know that he said it. I mean, maybe he has, but I don't think he said anything negative. He just said, I basically got her into WWE. That's all I heard. She was away. I know he made her out to be a little lesser than like she was a waitress, and then I got her. But like, I don't know. Is there more? Maybe you do.
I don't remember them getting into like real personal nitty gritty stuff, but I think there was more to it than what you were saying.
As the resident woman,
yes, we have one here.
Group. So basically, oh hello, girl here.
Hello.
Basically, in that interview, 100% Enzo got her in the tryout interview, whatever. But then when he became champion, he took all of the accolades, responsibility. Like, oh, she's champion because of me. And it's like, girl.
Right.
No.
Okay.
It's like, again, I always say, like, you give someone a chip in a chair and she fucking exploded and moved beyond you.
But is that any different than what any mentor trainer is trying to take claim for? Like Booker T with Roxanne Perez, or like anybody else who's trained a top tier talent? Like maybe you could argue like Shawn Michaels doesn't say that about like Daniel Bryan, but like I know it's a much more aggressive way that he did it. But a lot of talent take credit for other talent ascending under their wing. To be fair,
it's different because Booker, as far as I know, Booker T and Roxanne didn't do it. Like it was an ex, and so someone he was having relations with got a thing, and then she moved beyond him, and as a I'm going to say allegedly scorned, she leaps and bounds above you, and you're trying to take credit for her being good.
Yeah, right. But do you view that differently than any ex-WWE? So to be fair, like sexual, non-sexual, but like you take that. Do you view that any different? Like I don't view that much. Yeah, you have a more intimate connection. Yes, that's something. But do you view that much differently than any other talent that doesn't get over, and then like someone else gets bigger than them, and it's the jealousy, the professional jealousy that you see on all interviews? Like how many times you see Shane Douglas or Ahmed Johnson or all these ex-90s guys that were like, I could have been a huge star.
Ahmed Johnson and Farouk were not fucking.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, take that away.
Baby, it's a woman component that I'm trying to like layer in here. It's different of a man who thinks he was a mentor, trainer, wrestler of this woman who fucking was leaps and bounds above him. There's a difference, and I don't know if maybe we're getting too in the weeds with this. There's a difference.
Maybe I don't know. Yeah, like there's some I don't agree. I agree with you in the sense that there probably is, like, again, it's a relationship. There's going to be some mixed feelings for sure, and people are going to say things that are hateful. But like there is the component of like, yeah, it might be a little bit more aggressive.
There's a different. Okay, if we put this in a work sense mode, like, do I have male mentors? Absolutely. But if a male came in and was like, Nikki's only up here because I mentored her, I'm like, fuck you. I have the talent, and that's. Liv Morgan hasn't, but he's saying that she doesn't have talent and she's there because of him, which I think is not true. Is what I'm saying.
He's trying. He was at the time trying to latch on to, like she became very, very popular, and he was in a bit of straits at that point, and he was trying to latch on to that in a way, and. If the reports are true, he's kind of scaled back from that kind of behavior. Well, not kind of, that he has. And I think, and I get into the other half of this, I think they would be a very good benefit to the tag team division. Yeah, it would have been great if they kept the machine guns. I mean, New Day walked. Yeah. And some of the other teams, but I mean, they want to bolster the tag team division at half price.
Yeah.
So they weren't going to give these people, they wanted to be effective yet cheaper. All right. I would have rather they kept the guns, but okay. You want to do this with Enzo and Cass? I mean, there's certainly worse teams you can bring in. I don't know who else they would be thinking of, but or maybe forming from main roster already. But let's see what happens, both with Enzo and Cass, and both with the tag team development. They could kind of use it.
Yeah. But thinking also, because like Motor Machine Guns, so if they just had that town hall and praise Danhausen for having like 3 out of the 5 top merch sellers.
Yeah.
And has sold merch. Like everyone had that certified G shirt. Like no one's buying Machine Gun merch. Like, are they bringing? Because Kat says it on our podcast. Is like you need a catchphrase and it enters music. Like, are they bringing them back in because they can see that like what they fucking do in the ring doesn't matter. You're gonna boot other ways.
No, they're gonna be merch. They're gonna be big time merch movers, not like like Danhausen is just yet, but yeah, they had a lot of phrases. They had sloth, they had cup of haters. Yeah, geez, I still remember them. And how long have they been gone?
You soft, you sloppy.
Yeah. And I'm gonna spell it out.
Yeah.
And you can't teach that.
Can't teach that. My yeah. So yeah. Best of luck, and we'll see. Jersey guy Enzo, maybe.
Friend of a friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
Friend of a friend of the show. Yeah.
Yes. So maybe you never know. You never know who will show up. So.
No, he's not here, is he?
Not yet.
He's gonna.
I only said good things, sir.
Can you imagine? He just pops up.
Roll the
like,
tape.
Steven.
Yeah.
Now discuss. Defend your point. What else you got, Steve?
What else do I got? It seems to me that the only people, I shouldn't say the only people, but most of the people who were truly upset that Brock came back were the ones who actually did think he was retired. Like, no, I think I've said all along, no, he's not retired. He'll be in a few months. He'll be retired. He's not retired. I don't care what he did in the ring. He's not retired. He's coming back for. Well, I thought one more. I guess he's going to do a couple more. Maybe he'll start doing. Maybe he'll start doing some of those dream matches with some of the rest of the roster while he's on his way out the door. Because I'm still convinced SummerSlam is going to be the last one. But all right, do your rematch with Oba Femi. That'll be kick ass, I'm sure. Go find Breaker after you're done. Let's see that. Go find Royce Keys. Go get Jacob. It's going to be a little busier than what your normal schedule is. But I mean, if you're not going to have anything to do after first weekend in August anyway, why not? You're here.
Give us the retirement tour that you like, not John Cena, but like, give us all the matches that you wanted to see. Like, maybe the only problem with that, like, because someone detailed out a whole like year's worth basically until WrestleMania of like his matches with like Bron Breakker, like some of these matches you mentioned, like Bron Breakker, Jacob are on there. Gunther ending his career is like the last one, and like some others, and like Cody I think was on there. But like, yeah, like you could get that tour, but then. Similarly to like Cena, it's like you're not going to lose every match. So then, because that's too predictable. So who do you put over and who do you not put over that gets like really, really screwed out of that retirement tour? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, to your point, if it's only like 3 or 4 matches, then yeah, he could lose out. But if he does more than that, it's tough.
It's going to have to be like literally with, each match with maybe at best 2 weeks of build, because except for the really big cards, he doesn't really like to be around that much, which is fine. And as far as who to put over, who not to put over, I don't know. I mean, everybody we're talking about, I don't think he's wrestled yet. So, it would be technically, well, he's 48, so it would all be younger talent to him, even Royce Keys. But I don't know. But yeah, it would basically be, come in 2 weeks worth of build, do the one-time only match, move on to the next thing, with the exception of Gunther at the end. And even then, you can probably build that one up without him having to do that many appearances.
Yeah.
But does he care? Is he committed? Like, again, we always talk about, like, I feel like going into WrestleMania, he wanted to put Oba over. So I'm, like, upset that he's back. But you look, again, at him and Ambrose, Mox, that was dog shit because he didn't want to have a match with Moxley.
No.
I don't know if you can have all these little one-off things if he doesn't give a shit, because it's not going to make anyone look good.
Right. Yeah. If you keep him engaged, I mean, that's just kind of like what they did with Cena except over a longer period of time, and at least with some build with most of those matches. You know, what do you want to do before you go? You know, you've given us 25 years or however long it's been. You've given us 25 years of service minus the time you left to go do football and UFC and all that other stuff. You know, what do you still want to do? Who do you still want to wrestle that we can spare from the, you know, we don't have to put them in these other storylines for now.
But if it's only Oba for the next 6 months, that does really nothing for Oba to me.
Yeah, I don't see it. There's got to be some variety, and you know, somewhere in there, he's probably going to have to do a match on Raw. Yeah, I know, like
Scandal.
Ooh, Raw, you know, the devil, you say, but no, yeah. Let's see what happens. Like we're at the end of May. There's like just a little over 2 months left. You know, let's see what they do with them. But yeah, I agree. Don't stretch out the Oba storyline until summer. Just whatever happens at Clash in Italy, finish it there. I wouldn't have Oba lose, and you know, have it go at least, you know, 10 to 12 minutes this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like it. Steven,
I got lots of ideas. You know, I'm just not in charge.
Yeah. Well, Steven, you got time?
Got time for one more thing?
Yeah, time for one last shot.
Ding ding. All right. Well, if like the rest of us in the Northeast, you're stuck in the house on Memorial Day weekend with nothing to do because it's rainy crappy outside. Sorry for the language, little kids. You know, a couple of podcasts for you to go to. One is we've actually been, no, not them.
Not us.
One we've been discussing kind of on and off, and we referred to very briefly here is the latest Chris Van Vliet podcast.
Still on my list.
With Soder and Will Sasso, and it's really, really, really funny and entertaining, especially the Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair on the phone.
Well, it's on tomorrow on my list.
Yeah. And the other one is the latest of Cody Rhodes' podcast interviewing Jimmy Hart.
Did you get to see it?
I got to see part of it so far.
Literally, I was logging into this and I saw that Jimmy Hart was on his thing. I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be good."
Yeah, the guy whose history goes well before the golden era of WWE, back to the really early Memphis days. To hearing him discuss, you know, the theme songs that he wrote and the theme songs he kind of appreciates today, and his love of Dan. He got so excited when Danhausen was brought up. Oh. And it's always just on that note, because I see Danhausen's actually having a moment in the podcast sphere, and also we saw it at the 80s WrestleCon. There was a good amount of Danhausen merch on sale there. You know, it's good for the guy to be having his moment right now, and hopefully he has many more. And it's also always better whenever the person having that moment is a genuinely nice person in real life. So good on him. But yeah, Jimmy Hart gives. I think Eric Bischoff's new podcast today hasn't launched yet, but he's already advertising that there's a discussion as to whether Danhausen can be like Austin level popular.
Oh wow.
I'm like, I don't know about. I know
Yeah.
Austin didn't start in WWE at that level. He eventually got there. Danhausen, a comedy wrestler at that level of popularity. I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch his
It's
argument.
two different things. To me, it's two different things.
Yeah.
It could very well be. I'm willing to hear the argument, though.
Yeah. It's
Very
fun.
true.
Hey, if you sell more merch, you'd argue you're more popular. So you could argue you're more popular. So it's a great point. Steven?
Have a nice weekend, Lord Tank, Lady Tank.
I like it.
How dare you?
Lord and Lady Tank of the Manor.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Steven, pleasure. Oh, wait. I took out Nicole. I didn't. My bad. Because Steven called me the Lord.
I love you, but don't.
He called me the Lord. I am the
You
Lord.
could be Lord Tank. I am sure as fuck not Lady
Lord Tank. That is Lord Tank.
I'm so excited for you to be on comms. I want you to be the next Corey Graves. But this AI
Tanky
bullshit.
Graves? Tanky Graves? That's
You
not-
can be. Oh,
that's
baby,
an authentic
Tanky
photo.
Graves.
I used an
I'm not
authentic
mad at
photo.
that.
Tanky
Yeah,
Graves.
you're cuter than that photo. But any hoosers, any housens,
Any Housens?
any
Any
housens.
Housens.
Wait, Steven was talking about Danhausen.
I know. Well, I know, Nikki. We've gone well into SmackDown.
Yes,
We've
I gotta take the dog out.
been gracious enough to be hosted by Linda T's Not So Airbnb as she's providing some food, some meatloaf.
You want some? I knew you'd go. Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf! Mom, the meatloaf! Fuck!
I feel like I look like Owen Wilson. It's like, stop. It's not.
You're just like, oh, well, judging me with meatloaf.
No.
There is meat.
I guess
There
there's
is meat,
enough
not
for them.
meatloaf tonight. There is meat though. So some sliders and burgers and some good barbecue because it's Memorial Day weekend, even though it's raining out in here in New Jersey. So not gonna steal our sunshine. But Nikki, let's let our new hostess, former head of creative, former CCO.
Don't know.
Yeah, she's CCO.
No.
Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, taking us out.
We come from all over the world, from different backgrounds, ethnicities, beliefs, capabilities, and ideologies. And what brings us together is this shared passion for what happens in that ring. The one place where we control our own destiny, where our differences are our strengths, where we ride or die with the characters we love and the stories that give us hope, the stories that make us human. Because at the end of the day, we're all the same, and all we have is each other.
Nikki, we are back here tomorrow, 12 Eastern, previewing AEW for all you sickos that want AEW.
Oh, I should wear that shirt tomorrow.
Yeah, we got. I think I have some AEW-ish shirts down here.
I honestly don't know what you have in Seaside.
Who knows? It's a mystery. History's Greatest Mysteries, Seaside Park Edition.
Yeah.
But we're back here tomorrow at noon. So lunchtime, grab your drinks, whatever you're drinking.
All the AEW
liquid lunch for everybody.
Start of my
How
life.
about that? Until next time, you don't have to go home.
But you can't stay here. Come on.